morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Tuesday, number 8 day for this number 11 month for the year 2022. My name na Capo Daniel. I am the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonian Defense Forces and the spokesperson of the Ambazonian Governing Council, aka Sense Past King, una own countryman. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where we speak the truth, where we bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good people of Ambazonia, we start today with the fall of one Ambazonian hero for inside the Atlantic state for Moyoka area. It will be a mission commander. It will be a forward team in an operation where it is supposed to take place today. It will be nabbed by the enemy in operation, and he fall. And even more huge and remarkable now the behavior and reaction for the population. The population quickly come around the soldier, a dead body, then try for help. Unfortunately, he died for blood, for loss of blood. The declaration made by the population around him was remarkable. Libation was poured on him, a promise that the gods of the land will chase those who killed him, and anybody who had betrayed him was made. He died with his head up. These are the heroes of our land who have bore the land with their blood. We will continue the mantle that he has started and complete the journey. These are the true heroes of Ambazonia. Listen.
Everybody is unifying. But now see the nose and point for down, or we never down the road. But any man waiting say he wants spoil the community. Now my foot is of down. And at the moon and mark the day today. We there for here now for wash any my back. There is some man who come up outside. And no man who come up outside. That for bush. Now the one for us go tell you say fix for his house. So today, now the things that happen today. Now we bought at this we see yesterday, all we do with yesterday. Now since I now, when I know say any man way he do this work, he go take to so.
The elderly man, he remove his foot, he put the foot for ground, he talk. It be very touching for see how the population mourn the death of a soldier, a commander who had come on a mission. And we thank the population and we thank the soldier. We'll continue to pray for him, for his family. May he rest in peace.
I'm a soldier. I don't know, and I wish black leg say more than then I got. I say my message more video show I got.
The camp name for the soldier, na plastic. They used to call it the biggest otondo. Now the biggest otondo, he don't fall. And we pay tribute. He fall with his head held high, and his pride, and the people surrounded him to make sure that he knows that he is loved, and his sacrifice for Ambazonia, we will remain indebted to him and those who have given their life for our freedom. Plastic joined the Ambazonian Defense Forces over 3 years ago. He has come out of their community and was living amongst our forces ever since, and we will continue to be indebted to him and soldiers like him who are given a chance for our country to be a free nation. La République du Cameroon, they ran to celebrate the 40th, some of them in the occultic CPDM cabal and their occultic groups, they ran to celebrate the 40 years where La République, their president Paul Biya, didn't stay for power. Now a disgrace for the world, a disgrace for Africa, and a disgrace indeed for the people of West Africa. Say somebody, an old diaper wearing pa, a terrorist, it could be for cheer for this long, turning a country into a country where you don't get the cup for 10 years for be poor and highly indebted state with one of the most corrupt places in the world. Now a shame. And indeed, the celebration, it goes down as a shame. As for Paris, La République du Cameroon, their community then reject the group called the Basque, then launch an attack for place where they be to celebrate the Paul Biya 40th anniversary, and indeed, it was a shame. Listen. The video, it don't go viral. It showed the bus them bus inside a big hotel with the CPDM or occultic member then they for the genocided them. They enter, they will fight with cheers, blows being thrown around, blood everywhere. The pictures of Paul Biya may be destroyed. Paul Biya go down as a curse for a country, for Africa and the black race, and for us Ambazonia. A criminal, a chief terrorist. The state of Cameroon have lost legitimacy and respect amongst their own people, and in Ambazonia, they did everything possible to bring in huge military personnel to stage a propaganda celebration in Commercial Avenue. If Cameroon have been reduced to a state that is looking for legitimacy through celebration of 40th anniversary, indeed they have lost all form of respect and legitimacy. Cameroon in Bamenda have 0 administrators in downtown. All of them are living in bunkers. 90% of those who were ferried in to participate in that celebration in Commercial Avenue came from exile in La République to Cameroon. We have taken note and we are asking for help from our general public to identify anybody who participated in that treasonous act. They will meet the consequences of their action. It's just a matter of time. Ladies and gentlemen, why in the great state of Bui, we want to inform our public that post the Toronto conference, the Ambazonian Defense Forces have hosted a big defense meeting in Bui. In attendance of that meeting in Ngwakang, which was hosted by the barracks of General Capo, the Supreme Commander of the ADF in Bui State. The meeting saw the attendance of General Nopiti of the Marine Force of Bamalang and General Maddock of the Splinter Bui Warrior, that is now the ARF in Bui. All of them came together in a spirited meeting. Ideas were exchanged, and they reiterated the positions away from social media and some misunderstanding. They embraced each other and promised to work in collaboration. It was reiterated that the Bui Unity Warrior is a joint platform between the ADF and the ARF in Bui, and it was created thanks to the effort of many people, in particularly General Nopiti, who have made this thing to happen. It was clearly stated and reiterated that that group represent the ADF and the ARF Bui. And the AMF, who had represented that group, and the members in the Ground Zero group have presented that group politically, have been doing so without the understanding and approval of the ADF, and it is invalid. This group have 2 commanders, the General Maddock and General Capo, of equal standing. Nobody is the superior or overall commander of the Bui Unity Warrior. It is a joint platform for collaboration. Collaboration and peace have been achieved in Bui. There is no hostility between these 2 groups, and that is what we want. They should continue to collaborate and work together where there is space to work together. The ADF forces remains under the command of General Capo, and the ARF remains under the command of General Maddock. Nobody commands the forces of another. We will never transfer the command, and we will never seek the transfer of such command from other groups. And this is what they have decided, and everybody should respect it. Those who represented them in the diaspora did not represent the group because that group did not have authorization from one of the main faction that makes it possible. We will continue to educate our people and inform them to remain steady and stay away from manipulation. The politicization of Ambazonian forces have dampened and curbed the peak of confrontation with La République to Cameroon. Also, we have seen that in the Atlantic State, the video that was published by the unit of Bitakola of the ARF, I don't know if they are not the ARF, but these are the AMF general, have published a video that shows 5 CDC workers that were paraded as workers who were clearing farms in the CDC, and that were the farms they were arrested for that purpose, including a nurse. Those people have reached out and they have informed us. We have verified, and the family members of one of those people have come out to say that those same forces have come out to hunt them down, to kill them. One of them, the one that wears a red and white t-shirt, have been executed, have been killed by those forces. Those workers were not working for CDC. That particular CDC camp was burnt down by the action of some Ambazonian forces over 2 years ago. No work is going on there. They were just simply being harassed. It wouldn't have been a problem if they were just doing a propaganda video, but the hunting down and killing of those individuals to cover up what had happened is not acceptable. One of them have been killed, and the other ones are in hiding. This is the voice of one of those individuals, the one putting on black t-shirt in the video that was released by that group that is assembling people for that Ground Zero forum. Listen.
I'm moving out of house for 12 o'clock one night. 12 o'clock one night, they can move for Sunday. So they go work. I will tell you, say, we go, we need to go we work. We need see this, we need to operate. We need to go we work. So I don't know what they happen.
So that is the voice of one of those in that video. They were not working. The nurse was not working. She was operating a private pharmacy. They were rounded up around their quarter, made a video, and now they have hunted one of them and killed one. The other ones have fled that particular village. So they are now in running. People are now fleeing their farms. Because people were just doing farming to live, to survive. There is no CDC functioning in that particular area. Now they have been forced to abandon their house, their community, fleeing away from a mafia that have gone wrong. So we advise our soldiers and our population from supporting such a black initiative. We know that Fontem Niba, Magi Kilo, the people in the town hall, the failed activists have been pushing this issue simply because they want to counter the Ambazonian Defense Forces. They don't care about the unintended consequences and the consequences and even the political ramification of these actions. Soldiers should unite. We support unity for operation. We support unity in collaboration. Unity should not be used to undermine other Ambazonian faction or to sow discontent or to try to sow chaos. It only gives advantage for Cameroon for their intelligence services to hide behind hatred, perceive light of hatred, and turn forces against the other and gather intelligence that will lead to the demise of our brave heroes who are fighting on the ground. The international community, through research work done by credible institutions, have identified Ambazonian factions that are consequential, that would be good for the Ambazonian people to gather together through the leadership of those organizations. First, the Governing Council, through the display of the 1st of October, it has been established as an organization with the reputation and the biggest military on the ground, with a properly constituted body, that of Ambazonians in the Governing Council, to pursue their dreams. You have the SOCADEF, that has a unit under General Transporter, with the reputation of being a nationalist movement that continues to mobilize and have great and command respect amongst other Ambazonian forces. You have Seseko Ayoktabi of the IG Care, that has a deep respect, even without forces on the ground, still commands deep respect amongst the Ambazonian people. These three major Ambazonian groups, these people form the block of credible Ambazonian leadership capable of delivering and representing Ambazonia. We advise all Ambazonians to continue to gather towards these people. This organization for proper leadership. The consortium of John Bakuru is the only organization amongst the Governing Council that have continued to mobilize the population and call for the resistance against La République du Cameroon. Majority of the Ambazonian activists have given up and are now focusing on politics of relevance. They have zero registrar for the past 2 months of campaigning for resistance against La République, for sustaining active resistance, but they are engaged in unintended enabling of Cameroon activity as we see unfolding on the ground. Our people should be wise. There have been a lot of lies telling and manipulation of our forces. People have used the name of CDN to manipulate soldiers that CDN is some sort of an organization that is going to do them diplomacy and buy weapons and bring weapons for them. Those are all lies. We have seen the same thing that was perpetrated by Salt Foncha and Singong, who came up with the AMF, tell our soldiers that if they come together, they will not rely anymore from diaspora support, but they are going to bring a white man organization to provide them weapons. It was all a lie, and soldiers are in jail because of those schemes. Ambazonia should remain credible, honest, and truthful, and do things with the right motivation. Independence will only come as we take control and as we mobilize ourselves to actually win our war. People who want to lead should lead by action and motivation for action, not to come and scavenge for credibility and relevance that will end up undermining everybody and the thing that we are fighting for, which is the independence of Ambazonia. Capo Daniel, signing off.